How do you go from the most average girl to billionaire socialite?
She was a member of a socialite training camp.
So that you can marry a rich guy.
Wendi.
Stunning.
Billionaire.
Highly privileged.
Having an affair. The ultimate gold digger.
Perfect embodiment of never love a man, use a man.
Who wouldn't fall in love with a beautiful woman like that?
If there's anything made to be feared more than conspiracy, spiders, needles, nuclear weapon, are women. Not just any women, but special women who went through special billionaire wife boot camp. Barry's CrossFit? That's too easy. In this boot camp, you casually create a new face, new personality, new way of speaking, and even new DNA.
脸上镀了嘛，微镀，但真的镀的不多，一点点科技，40%科技吧。
All to fight till death for the remaining single and taken billionaires on Earth.
哇，中间，在中间。
But this is all so elementary because even without the 30K to 120K RMB or 27,000 plus US dollars per course package, Mother Wendi Dunn, also known as Wendi Murdoch, not only bagged a billionaire without any tweaks to her face or body, but also successfully left him. Now casually goes to the Met Gala, hangs out with Ivanka Trump, Lauren Sanchez, aka Mrs. Bezos, Anna Wintour, chief editor of Vogue, and dating 21-year-old male models, one after another. Her daughter is 25, by the way.
This Chinese woman is Shira 7 Pro Max's Sprinkle Sprinkle final boss.
How did she do it? Dude, I'll teach it to you for free. Because as a wise woman once said, it's all marketing. So as your marketing bestie who graduated top 1% UCLA business economics with a background in marketing, I know you're curious about the 3 marketing laws that turned an average girl into the billionaire wife. I got you. You're welcome. But you should also know about the ultimate branding warnings of why you might not want to directly copy the future billionaire wifeys if you stay till the end. As you know, a brand is not how you see you, but how your future college, future boss, future boyfriend sees you. And yes, you have one. All the most brilliant marketers, Steve Jobs, Wendi Dunn, and her billionaire wife trainees have one thing in common. They know how to tell the right stories that got them what they want. Even if you don't want a rich husband, whether you're a creator, entrepreneur, student, or someone with a story, you are one of the first people to hear about this. Opus, that I've been using since 2024, just came out with a really powerful tool to help you tell visual stories. Story mode. Imagine simply speaking a story out loud and it gets turned into a beautifully made video. That's the power of story mode. With absolutely no slop, no style inconsistency. It helps you turn audio files or text directly into videos in your own custom style or a curated preset. For those who think YouTube or content creation is too damn hard to even try, story mode is designed to help you tell stories visually in full length. We're talking long form YouTube you can monetize. And the same style is carried through every scene. Best part yet, Opus just wanted to help more people tell their stories and are giving $1,000 to 10 winners who create the most fun and clever results. Contest ends March 5th, so get your early access now with a link in the description to keep the community small to ambitious people who want to unlearn pop culture through a smarter branding perspective. Please do not subscribe if you do not want to expand your mind. Wendi Murdoch knew damn well the importance of an open mind because before all the Chinese girls spent tens and hundreds and thousands of dollars in hopes of learning how to rebrand themselves to marry a billionaire, she created the playbook from scratch.
She's very tough.
Wendi 1.0. Like the average girl betting her hopes of a new life on some billionaire wife camp, Dunn Wendi grew up in a rough environment where the only way to survive was to win. Born as the 3rd girl to a rural family that preferred boys, she competed her way. From home to volleyball to Chinese Gaokao to Guangzhou Medical College to learning English in early China. Her survival instincts paid off. Because when Jake and Joyce Cherry, an American couple, visited China, 18-year-old Wendi stood out and they began a friendship. With the wife returning to America, soon came the opportunity for 18-year-old Wendi and 50-year-old Jake Cherry to begin an affair, who eventually brought Wendi to California for further studies while allowing her to share the same bunk bed as Cherry's 5-year-old daughter. Jake divorced and quickly married Wendi, and after 2 years and 7 months, just 7 months longer than the requirement for American permanent residency, Wendi left him. But even in the US, like the Chinese billionaire wife trainees, Wendi is still an average girl, just in a new continent. How the hell did she become the Wendi Murdoch?
How much you're worth? What do you think? Guesstimate.
The Lorraine Short jewelry, probably hundreds of thousands and millions.
Wendi 2.0. As the billionaire wife, the neighbors are so loud. Wendi. What the f? As the Billionaire Wife Bootcamp will teach you, Wendi Dunn understood. Marketing law number 1, proximity effect. Question: why do the quote-unquote blue chip socialites in China appear at the same rich-looking locations doing the same poses and even wearing the exact same outfit? Are they leading the World Sustainability Initiative?
Once you join the group chat, you'll find girls asking to share a 2-people afternoon tea set at the Ritz-Carlton's hotel for $70, but each person only pays $12. Of course, they're not there to eat. Instead, just take selfies with the desserts and post on social media. You can share with 14 other girls for one night.
Outside of splitting the cost of curating the rich persona, they understood proximity. Proximity marketing is a method that involves targeting customers based on their specific location and displaying relevant advertising content. For our billionaire wife trainees, the 4th part of their curriculum is to, quote, pretend to run into target celebrities or glucose guardians. And it works. Guo Fucheng, Pan Weibo, Huang Xiaoming all allegedly married or dated partners who came from the most ordinary backgrounds, who all allegedly belonged to the same socialite camp. As for Wendi, it also meant appearing at the right place, right time. Through first acing through Yale MBA, prepping her for her next elevated stage, and leaving a David Wolf, a businessman closer to her age who allegedly dated her starting when Wendi was married to Cherry. But Wendi's market prediction was correct, because through her positive branding association with Yale, she's in closer proximity with a bigger fish. At her first year in Yale, she landed an internship with Star TV, acquired by Rupert Murdoch's News Corporation with a 63.6% stake as a strategy to expand into the Asian market. So Rupert Murdoch, worth between $2.8 to $3.2 billion at the time, was Wendi's final boss. Hence comes the advantage of the proximity. Wendi was able to accurately target Murdoch as her market of one. There are 2 versions of the encountering story. The unofficial and denied version is the catch-up story. That at a 1997 cocktail party in Hong Kong, Wendi quote-unquote accidentally on purpose spilled red wine, sometimes misremembered as ketchup in retelling, on Murdoch's trousers to get his attention. But the more kosher, verified version was, during a 1997 staff meeting, Wendi, then 28, challenged Murdoch, then 67, on why his China strategy was so bad. Shortly after, she was assigned to be his interpreter and guide for a business trip to China where their romantic relationship began. But still, at this stage, Wendi just went from rural Chinese girl to mistress. How did she ascend to the mother of socialites? Using the 2nd marketing law, emotional value marketing, that creates and delivers positive feelings such as joy, belonging, or nostalgia to foster deep brand connections and loyalty, often increasing sales up to 23%. In Wendi's case, not only is her market her billionaire boyfriend Rupert Murdoch now, but also the public perception. Let's chat Murdoch first. He met Wendi at the time when married to his 2nd wife, Anna Maria Torv, for 32 years with 3 children, who conveniently was also Murdoch's young employee. Through a peaceful and long marriage, by the 1990s, Anna was no longer 28 like Wendi, with burning desire for ambition that reminded Murdoch of his younger self, and Wendi delivered the emotional value of making Murdoch like himself more when with her. As with the counterexamples such as Blake Lively, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel.
Oh, look at me.
Compliment me. Tell me my hair looks beautiful.
Why do you think the billionaire wife trainees need to create a new personality, curating this soft, kind-hearted, sweet woman who even copy-pasted each other's acts of kindness? Releasing the same fish to the same pond? Because the fragile Asian male ego needs a soft woman. Like actor Huang Xiaoming, ex-husband of actress Angelababy, explicitly said he does not want his partner to be more ambitious or successful than him.
真的不喜欢比我强的人。如果对方这个女孩子比我强很多，我很难接受，因为我是内心潜在是一个大男子主义的人。
我们往内前做一点点。
那你是要再吃的
Wendi understood ultimately what matters is how her target market feels, and it's the opposite. To help Murdoch feel the youth and drive again, that unique emotional value made Rupert Murdoch divorce his second wife and marry Wendi, 30 years his junior, in 1999. However, now there's a bigger problem. She conquered a market of one, but the world sees her as the illegitimate mistress. Hence, coincidentally, or as some allegedly said, it was all plotted by Wendi, when someone threw a pie at Murdoch at the UK Parliament testimony on the Murdoch wiretapping scandal, the lady in the pink suit smashed the pie away like a volleyball and defended her husband. An iconic moment in history that forever changed her brand. The public display of loyalty earned her respect, which was needed for marketing law number 3. Association. Like the Billionaire Wife Camp would teach you, to display yourself with other quote-unquote socialites at expensive social clubs, dine at Michelin, but recycle the food with your socialite homies, the newfound respect earned Wendi Murdoch the ticket to be publicly associated with respectable people who want to be in Murdoch's circle. It really is a game. A value exchange. From the billionaire club to politicians to top models to celebrities to the inner fashion circle, the rural Chinese girl was nowhere to be found. She fluidly navigates all the circles as a true socialite. But here's the real difference, that most of the billionaire wife socialites from summer camp will fail. Their successful partners associations are their rich husbands associations, not theirs. Whereas for Wendi, she very strategically transformed these associations to her own connections as she further increased her own intrinsic value. By being the advisor of MySpace in China and co-founding projects that Peter Thiel and Eric Schmidt invested in, and investing early in startups like Snapchat, Uber, and Warby Parker, the snowball rose larger and larger. And that is the biggest branding warning for anyone thinking that billionaires are idiots and will be prey to an influencer face and some borrowed clothes, borrowed personality, borrowed food. Murdoch didn't just eat, pray, love to become a billionaire. Marrying Wendi was not a losing transaction. She had intrinsic value to help him tap into the Asian market and raise market share. And she had to fight around the prenup. Used frozen sperm saved for Murdoch's cancer treatment in order to birth 2 children to secure parts of the inheritance designed to block her. Something has to give. Never believe in a free lunch. Free is expensive.
She is a wonderful mother, has given me 2 beautiful daughters, and she's a very good businesswoman.
Wendi's blood, sweat, and not sure if any tears, paid off in securing herself as a true value-generating brand in the different elite circles. Hence, the divorce from Murdoch did not hurt her. If anything, freed her from the negative branding associations from the falling Murdoch empire since the phone hacking scandal, and allows her to date whoever she desires, whether Hungarian male models or allegedly Vladimir Putin. Moral of the story, whether you want to marry money or marry love, think about how you give value before taking. And you're welcome. I just saved you $27,000 on Billionaire Wife Camp. If you want to unlearn pop culture through a smarter branding perspective, follow the pod for more. Give it a 5-star review that matches the star you are. This is your marketing bestie, Zoe Unlimited. Episodes are available on all podcast networks, Apple, Spotify, YouTube. And if you didn't hate this episode, I know you might not hate these other 2 I made just for you.